Imagine handing over your most sensitive financial data to someone only to find out they aren't who they say they are. Welcome to this explainer. Today we're uncovering the exact step-by-step process of verifying a certified public accountant in the state of New Jersey. Picture this. You've just handed over your tax records, your business ledgers, literally your entire financial livelihood to a professional. But let me ask you, is your accountant actually licensed? It's a massive, high-stakes question. Hiring an unverified CPA can expose you to unchecked fraud, botched audits, and financial risks that could haunt you for years.
And that is exactly why checking credentials is an absolute must. Verification equals absolute peace of mind. Taking just a couple of minutes to verify a professional's credentials ensures authenticity, maintains trust, and guarantees, for sure, that the person handling your financial future is legally authorized and fully qualified.
Okay, let's dive right into this. We're going to cover an introduction to verification, meeting the NJ Board of Accountancy, and executing a step-by-step search. Then we'll troubleshoot any obstacles, decode your results, and wrap it all up with actionable tips. Section 1, Introduction to Verification and Why Checking Credentials Matters. Simply put, this process is your very first line of defense against financial misrepresentation. So what actually is a CPA? Under New Jersey standards, a certified public accountant isn't just someone who's good with numbers. They are an accredited practitioner legally permitted to pursue public accountancy. They're bound by incredibly strict educational, ethical, and experience standards. Not just anyone can lawfully claim this title. They have to earn it, and more importantly, they have to continually maintain it. Moving right along to Section 2, the NJ Board of Accountancy. Let's meet the regulatory authority. If you're going to verify a license, you need to go straight to the source of truth, right? Well, in this state, that's the New Jersey State Board of Accountancy, operating out of Newark under the Division of Consumer Affairs, specifically Title 45 of New Jersey law. This administrative entity has the absolute power to oversee the examination, initial licensure, renewal, and discipline of accountants. They hold the master keys, they maintain the official registry. But here's a really interesting detail. They don't just oversee your standard CPAs. The board also regulates specialized auxiliary licenses. We're talking registered municipal accountants, or RMAs, and public school accountants, PSAs. This is absolutely critical if you are hiring someone for local government or public education audits. A standard CPA license alone does not legally authorize an individual to execute those highly specialized audits in New Jersey. You need the specific credential. All right, Section 3, Step-by-Step Search Guide. Executing your search. Let's get highly practical and arm you with the exact tools you need right now. Here is exactly how you execute a search on the real-time New Jersey My License portal. Step 1, you're going to visit newjersey.mylicense.com/verification. Step 2, choose your search path. Select Person Search if you're looking for an individual accountant, or Business Search for an entire accounting firm. Finally, Step 3, from the Profession dropdown, make sure you select Accountancy and then just type in the CPA's name or license number. So, the crucial point here is the number 2. Why 2? Well, the New Jersey portal has a strict system requirement. Any search field you use must contain a minimum of 2 alphanumeric characters. If you only type in one letter of a last name, the system literally will not run the query. But the great thing is that the system supports partial strings. So if you're dealing with a really hard-to-spell name, just 2 or 3 letters are enough to pull up a list of matching records. It's a real time saver. Section 4, Troubleshooting your search. Overcoming search obstacles. Because, let's face it, sometimes searches just don't go perfectly on the first try. What if you search the local New Jersey portal and your accountant doesn't show up? Well, don't panic yet. You need to know the difference between 2 major verification tools. The NJ My License portal provides local, real-time updates directly from the state registry. But if you come up empty there, you should pivot over to CPA Verify, which is hosted by NASBA. CPA Verify is a national database offering historical tracking across 53 different jurisdictions. Your CPA might just be licensed in a neighboring state, and CPA Verify will absolutely help you find them. Moving to Section 5, Decoding Verification Results. Understanding statuses and flags. Once you actually find their record, you really need to understand what you're looking at. The most critical piece of data you'll see is the license status. An active status means the CPA is in good standing and has full statutory authority to practice public accountancy and sign audit reports. On the flip side, an inactive status means they retain their credential, but they absolutely cannot practice public accountancy in New Jersey. they can't sign reports, and they can't represent you as a CPA. Practicing with an inactive license is a huge red flag and can lead to severe financial penalties.
And this brilliantly illustrates what it takes to stay active. To maintain that active status and stay in good standing, CPAs in New Jersey must complete 120 total hours of continuing professional education, or CPE, every 3 years. That breaks down to 60 hours in technical subjects, a mandatory 4-hour course specifically on New Jersey law and ethics, and 56 general hours. It is a rigorous, ongoing commitment, which is exactly what you want from someone handling your money.
Now, when you're reviewing those verification results, you must look closely for disciplinary flags. If a CPA has historically violated board rules or professional standards, the portal will explicitly indicate regulatory or enforcement actions. This includes things like consent orders, suspensions, or even permanent license revocations. Checking this history is absolutely essential for thorough vendor risk management. You want to be sure you are working with someone who upholds the highest ethical standards, no exceptions. Finally, we've reached Section 6, Actionable Tips and Resources, Record Keeping and Contacts.
If you need further assistance, or maybe you encounter a confusing license status and just need direct clarification, here is the exact contact information for the New Jersey State Board of Accountancy. You can reach them by phone at 973-504-6380 or via email at accountancy@dca.njoag.gov. Oh, and for any compliance professionals watching who might need enterprise-level tracking for multiple licensees, the state strictly prohibits scraping their portal, but they do provide a super helpful bulk roster download link for you.
Let's bring this all together with a few highly actionable verification tips. Remember to use partial strings, at least 2 characters for those really tricky names. Always cross-reference auxiliary licenses, like the RMA or PSA, if you're hiring for specialized local government or public school work. Keep in mind that those auxiliary licenses automatically lapse if the primary CPA license becomes inactive. And lastly, a pro tip: always save and retain screenshots or printouts of your verification records for your own legal and compliance files.
Before we finish up, I do need to share this important note. This explainer is for informational purposes only. Board rules can and do evolve, so you should always consult the New Jersey State Board of Accountancy for the most up-to-date and specific guidance regarding CPA licensure. This is not a substitute for professional legal or accounting advice. Which brings us to our final thought for today. Have you verified the professionals handling your financial future yet? Don't leave something this important to chance. Take the few minutes required to log on, check the registry, and secure that absolute peace of mind for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to put this newfound knowledge to use right away.